Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. One of the biggest requests I get on this channel are for home hacks. So today I have a ton to share with you. So let's jump in. First up, I'm going to share with you one of my most simple and easy home hacks, and these are these Costco coasters that you can use. They fit perfectly on the clear jars that you can buy at Dollar Tree. The jars are in the vase section and they're usually always at Dollar Tree. Literally, these fit perfectly on top of these. They make great little containers for cotton balls and cotton swabs. Love these in a bathroom. You could also use them in your kitchen as well. Here's the hack for dog nail clippers. So you probably already have these on hand if you have a dog. If not, these are great for cutting different things like dowel rods or bamboo skewers. I love using these. Literally, if you're doing any craft project, grab your dog nails, scissors, and they easily cut those items. Now, if you're like me, you may have trouble with water bottles falling everywhere. You can buy some inexpensive magazine racks from Walmart, turn them on their side, and you can easily store your water bottles. So simple, but makes a big difference, and they're not rolling all around your cabinets. All right, this next hack is for a wall hanging. So I went to the thrift store and I found this brand new pillow cover. You could also do this with a piece of fabric as well. This wall hanging was inspired by a piece that I saw on West Elm's website. So I wanted to create some circles. So I found these wreath rings at Walmart. They also sell them now at Dollar Tree, and they come in 3 different sizes. So I'm going to grab the larger one and put it at the bottom. And I'm just going to use a Sharpie to draw a line around the bottom. Now, I didn't want it to be a circle. I actually wanted it to come down and be straight. So on the sides, I just drew my lines down to be straight down. Next, I wanted to have a half circle. So I'm just going to draw about half of the medium-sized circle. And then I'll use a straight edge to draw a line across. For the top circle, I'm just going to finish up what I have available and just trace my circle. Now, really on fabric, you can use any kind of paint. The paint I'm using is actually a sample paint I got at Sherwin-Williams. So use whatever you have on hand. The thing whenever you're painting on fabric, you can use quite a bit of paint to get the coverage you need. I decided to use a regular paintbrush because the detail brush just was not putting it on fast enough. I like to use about a 2-inch angle brush whenever I'm painting anything. And remember, with fabric, you can pack the paint on. You don't have to go light with it or do a couple of coats. I like to do one heavy coat when I'm painting fabric. To hang this on the wall, I added in hot glue and some nautical rope to the back. I also put a bamboo skewer on the back to make it really sturdy. Now, I will tell you, after a couple of weeks on the wall, I did have this fall down. So I had to go back in and I used just some twine to sew the nautical rope onto this piece of fabric. So if you're doing this project, I would definitely sew the nautical rope to the back of your fabric instead of just using the hot glue, because mine didn't hold up as well. And here's how this looks on my wall. This is one of my favorite pieces in my home. I just love the way it looked. This is in my bedroom. As crafters, we do a lot of painting, so I love this paintbrush hack. So you're going to get a rubber band and you're going to put it around your paint can. So as you're painting, instead of wiping your brush on the side of your can, you're going to pull it up on the rubber band. The reason I love this is it keeps the paint in the middle of the cans, so you're not going to get all that paint around the edge. It's going to keep your paint can from getting all gloppy with paint. I think this is a genius hack. This next hack is what I use when I'm purchasing pillow covers. Now, if you want the look of a really full pillow, what you want to do is you actually want to buy your pillow inserts a size bigger than your pillow covers. So if you buy a pillow cover that's 18 by 18, you want to purchase a pillow insert that's 20 by 20. It's going to make your pillows look so much fluffier and nice. Now we've all had those stubborn stickers that just will not come off. You put your hairbrush on the sticker for about 5 to 10 seconds. It's gonna warm up that glue and then you can easily remove this. This hack has helped me so much. If you do not have a hairbrush, don't worry. Another option is to use a steamer. I've done that as well. And I also love to do it with things that I get from the thrift store because it kind of cleans the pieces up when I steam them. These plates I bought at the thrift store, so I'm steaming off the stickers, but then I'm just gonna wipe them down with a paper towel and it's just gonna kind of clean the whole entire piece up. So if you don't have a hairdryer, try that steamer. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any other ways that you guys like to remove stickers. So here's a hack that I learned to do with my drill. Now, sometimes when you're drilling, you only want to drill down maybe like an inch or half an inch. So like on this piece, I don't want to drill down too far, otherwise I'll go all the way through the piece. So what you do is you measure how far you want to drill. Then on your drill bit, you're just going to take some painter's tape and put it at the inch mark. Then when I place my drill in my piece, I know that once I get to the painter's tape, I have to stop drilling. This is so genius, so smart, and really helps you to not drill down too far. All right, so our next hack is a trash bag hack. How many times do you put trash bags underneath your sink and they just kind of go all over the place? Well, here's a way to keep them nice and organized. Pick up a paper towel holder. You can use any one, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your roll of paper towels and you're going to put them onto the paper towel holder. You may have to take out a few of the middle ones, but then all you have to do is simply pull off a trash bag anytime you wanna use it. It keeps your trash bags neat and tidy underneath your sink. Here's a hack for creating a fun little display on your kitchen cabinet. So I found 2 ceramic bowls at the thrift store that I thought were really cute that I wanted to use for this. Next, I'm going to clean the bowls so that they're ready to use. I'm gonna use a fast drying gel on the base of one of my bowls, and then I will put the other bowl on top and let that have time to dry. Now this next step is optional. I decided that I wanted to paint the edges of this, so I'm gonna mix some acrylic paints I had on hand with some baking soda. I'll paint the edges with 2 coats. Here's a look at how it turned out sitting on my kitchen counter. I don't know about you guys, but I struggle with hanging up pictures. I love any hack that's really gonna help me out. Here's a way to keep pictures straight. So you're gonna put a few dots of glue on the bottom of your picture at the bottom. Let those dry completely. So those dots are gonna act as little sticky things on the bottom that are gonna keep your picture in place. Now here's a way to hang something on the wall using painter's tape. So let's say you have to put in 2 nails or 2 screws. So what you want to do is take whatever you're going to hang and put some painter's tape on the back. Then with a Sharpie, mark where you want your nails or screws to go. Then remove that painter's tape. Then you're going to put the painter's tape on the wall where you're going to hang that item. All you have to do is put your nails or screws into the dots. Like, this is so much easier than having to measure and do all that stuff. Then you just remove your painter's tape and put your nails back in the holes that you've created, and your piece is easily gonna hang on the wall. Now, this is probably my favorite way to hang a piece. Let's say you have a piece that has one of those hangers in the middle. This is a way to hang it on a nail or screw with a fork. So you're gonna place your fork onto your nail. And what the fork does is it kind of sticks out a little bit, and you can grab that hanging piece, and then you're just gonna pull your fork out. And what that does is it allows that wire to go over your hook, and then it slides down onto your nail. I mean, this has saved me so much time hanging things. All right, so here's a way to help you keep your paint fresh whenever you're storing it. You want to grab some cling wrap, and what you're going to do is you're just going to place it down and cover the top portion of your paint. So you're just going to press it down into the paint, and then you can put your lid onto the paint. This is going to help keep your paint as fresh as possible. If you're looking for some decor for your bathroom, I love this hack of putting really inexpensive soap into a container that I thrifted, and then I just display it on a shelf in my bathroom. All right, so let's say you want the look of stain, but you don't have any stain on hand. You can use acrylic paints to make the look of a stain. So I grabbed a piece of wood and I wanted it to have like a black stain to it. I'm just gonna put acrylic paint onto my piece of wood, and then I'm gonna immediately wipe it off with a paper towel. So you're gonna be able to see that wood coming through without having all the mess of a stain. I can do the same thing with brown acrylic paint. Paint it on and immediately pull it off. So you get that appearance of a stain, but you can use a paint. All right, so here is a fun towel hack for folding your towels up so they look super fancy. So start with laying your towel out, fold over one corner, then fold in half. Flip the entire piece over, then you're going to start at the edge that's kind of square, rolling it up. When you get to your little triangle corner piece, you're just going to tuck it in. It's a super simple way to fold your towels, but I mean, for your guests, they look really fancy. Have you guys ever picked up this poster tack from Dollar Tree? This stuff is great. I love to use it on the bottom of containers that I don't want to slide around in my drawers. You just put it on the four corners, put your items in, and then when your drawers go in and out, everything's gonna stay in place. This is just such a genius hack. All right, so this next hack is going to help you with storing your paintbrushes overnight. A lot of times when I paint with gloves. So you're gonna take your paintbrush along with the glove that you're wearing, put the paintbrush in the hand with the glove, and then you're just going to take the glove off, folding your paintbrush into the glove. Then you can use a twist tie or a rubber band and put it to hold it in place. This is gonna keep your paintbrush overnight so that you can use it easily the next day without having to wash it. Love this hack. So if you have a smaller trash can and you find that your trash bags are always falling down because you're using like Walmart sacks, grab some of these Dollar Tree command hooks, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your Walmart sack or Dollar Tree sack in it, and then you're gonna pull the handles down to the side. Then with the little Dollar Tree hooks, you're just going to place a hook on either side of the handle, pull it down to the bottom, and secure it in place. What this is going to do is it's going to create a little hook so that your trash bag will stay in place and doesn't come out until you want it to come out. I love picking up eucalyptus at Trader Joe's. I just think it's inexpensive. It looks great around your house. But another thing you can do with it is actually put it in your shower. So I grabbed 2 bundles of eucalyptus. Next, I'm going to put them together. You could do this with a rubber band. I'm gonna add some jute twine and just tie them all together. Then you can tie them in your shower together. These last up to like 2 or 3 weeks. They smell so good whenever you have the steam from your shower. Plus, they just look amazing. So don't throw out those WD-40 cans that you have in your garage. They have the coolest little spray nozzles and they're perfect for spray paint. So you can take off the spray nozzles on your spray paint that don't work really well and put on these WD-40 spray nozzles. These things are really targeted, they work really well, and they just give you a nice even coverage whenever you're spray painting. This is also great if you have a spray nozzle that stops working. All right, so I have this chair in my front room that always slides back when anybody sits in it, and it's really annoying, and the wall behind it is getting all scratched up. I went on Amazon looking for a solution for this, and they have these Scotch gripping pads that I decided to pick up. These are really gonna help my chair from moving back and, causing problems. They were a little bit big, so I had to size them down a little bit and put them onto the chair. But I tell you, this chair stays in place now and it's not sliding back anymore. So for this next hack, you're gonna grab some vases at the thrift store. We're gonna be doing a color block vase. I'm gonna start by adding painter's tape about halfway up my vase. Then I decided that I didn't want the top portion of this to have any paint on it. So I grabbed some craft paper and I'm just going to add that to the top so that I don't get any paint on the top of my vase. Next, you can spray the bottom half of it with any color you want. I'm gonna be using a flat white spray paint. I buy all of my spray paint at Walmart. It's really easy to just grab it. You can also put it on your delivery order as well. You can add in fresh florals or ones that you picked up at Walmart. Either way, they look great sitting out. I have trouble with lids just going everywhere in my pantry, so I picked up 3 of these napkin holders from Dollar Tree as well as some zip ties, and I'm just going to zip tie them all together. Then I'm going to put it into my cabinet to hold the lids to all of my food storage. I find that this works really well to keep everything in order, and I know exactly where all my lids are. You can also use it as storage in your bathroom. I like putting hand towels in here just to hold them in place. So here's a fun paint dip hack that I like to do just because I like to change up how I paint and, just find something fun to do. So I started by putting painter's tape around the bottom edge of this stool. I wanted to update this stool, give it a new look. And so I just tried to make the painter's tape as even as possible. Next, I grabbed just some sample paint that I had on hand. It's from Sherwin-Williams, and I'm going to dip my stool into this paint can. And then I'll get it to about where the painter's tape is, and then I'll pull the stool leg out. I'm gonna let all of the paint drip off before I move to the next leg. And I'll repeat those steps with all 3 of the legs. Once your paint has a chance to dry, you can take off the painter's tape, and here's how my stool turned out. I love that Dollar Tree has these really expensive solar lights. So I grabbed some solar lights. I also grabbed some of their containers that they had. All you have to do for this hack, it's really simple. You're just gonna take the lids off of the containers. Take the bases off the solar lights, and you're gonna hot glue the top portion and put them into the jars. These work great on your outdoor tables, or you could put them on your front porch as well. My next hack is having mirrors. I love having mirrors in all of my spaces. I really feel like they elevate the space. They also help to make a room feel bigger. If you don't know what to put on the wall, a mirror is a great option. Or if you have a smaller room, you're wanting to look larger, add in a mirror. For this next hack, I'm gonna grab a bowl from the thrift store and I'm gonna paint it with 2 coats of a matte white spray paint. For this hack, I'm gonna show you how to put florals in a bowl. So you're gonna start by creating a grid with Scotch tape around your bowl. So you're gonna put the tape going one way and the other. Now this is a great solution when you have a wide bowl like this because your florals are gonna stick down in there so much easier. You can grab any florals that you want. You can grab a selection from Walmart. They have a ton of different options to choose from. You're just going to place your florals into the container, adding around the edges, sticking them into your grid. When you have a wide open container like this, it's just going to look a lot more full and lush. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments which hack was your favorite. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I post 2 DIYs each week, and I'll talk to you guys in our next one. Bye.